Happy Thursday, December 14th, 2023. I haven't made a video in a while, and that's okay. I've been a little busy, got a lot going on. Got the dogs riding with me today, so every dog has its day. Yesterday we had the Fed, the Federal Reserve, you know, the creator of all the money that goes into existence, being very bullish or dovish, I guess you could say. Remember earlier in the year and last year how, oh, we need to stave off inflation, we need to tamp it down. So now that they've rigged the numbers and inflation looks a lot better than it really is. And yeah, the price of some things has come down. You know, you look at gasoline, it's not spiking like it was, but it's still around here over $3 a gallon. And not coming down, even though crude oil's coming down. Well, why is that? You would think that gasoline would come down. No, sorry, different market. It actually is controlled at a different level. And if there's not the refining capacity to refine that oil into gasoline, well, the price of gasoline is going to stay high for other reasons as well. But this is what they're doing. They're controlling it. There's plenty of oil out there, but it's just a matter of OPEC says they're not going to cut production. They're going to control it, basically, is what it comes down to. Price gets too low, we got to keep that price artificially high, and they're going to do that. Doesn't matter if you can swim in it, there's so much of it in this world, and it reproduces itself in the earth. Go look into abiotic oil, fossil fuels. I mean, come on. Lied to our whole lives. Nothing but lies. Everything that they tell us when you start looking into it. Lies, lies, lies. Nothing is true. Right, Franny? Right on, girl. So anyway, we had the rate cut. Not the rate cut. They're talking about rate cuts next year. Everything's so good. Why are they going to cut the rates? Usually they cut rates when they need to stimulate the economy because it's not doing so well. Well, apparently, next year we're going to have 3 rate cuts according to the Fed. That sent the markets into frenzy mode. Everything started pumping because of easy money, baby. Liquefy the system. Price goes up on everything when there's more money readily available. And when they see over the horizon, hey, there's going to be more money readily available for cheap, price go up. So you saw crypto go up, stock market bump up, gold and silver bumped up again, everything. That's so manipulated and artificial, it makes me sick. But I feel pretty good. Not really sick. I saw a movie I watched, and this is kind of a little bit of buzz going around. Leave the World Behind. Executive producers Barack and Michelle Obama. Yes, on Netflix. They got some $50 million contract of some sort. The heck is that? Stuff leaking in the car. Imagine that. So yeah, they got some big contract on Netflix. I don't even know what it was about. But they that's the movie that I saw that was the #1 movie last week on Netflix. Leave the World Behind. And essentially what happens is you have an outage, cyber attack, blackouts, and everybody's trying to go on they're going on a little vacation, a getaway, and then the world blacks out. But in the process of it, as they're going on vacation, everybody's looking at their devices. Oh, what's the outside world doing? Oh, what's the game on? Nothing changes. They still want to be connected to that artificial reality, even though they're in a place where they don't need to be. They're on a little weekend getaway in a beautiful location. But they were still trying to maintain that connection, and then that connection gets cut off. And then the ramifications of that. And then the messaging, and this is the big thing. The messaging, because there's another movie, a Civil War movie coming out, and how, we got California, Florida, and Texas breaking away and fighting D.C. and all this stuff. See, they're telegraphing things that they kind of want to happen. They want to seed it in your brain so that they can make it come to a fruition. They want to be able to manifest it through messaging. That's what they do. That's what Hollywood is, the magic wood, the magic wand. They want to be able to control your mind. The thing is, if I hadn't watched that movie, I wouldn't think about those things. If you watch the movies, there's probably going to be a run on DVDs and DVD players now, right? Just wait till the end. And then the tie-in, the Friends tie-in, and we just had the Matthew Perry thing, and then there's a Batman tie-in, and maybe some connections to be made there, maybe not. But the point of the movie is essentially preparing you for divide and conquer, misinformation, or lack of information and misinformation will bring down this society and pit us against each other. That's basically what it is. And so you think it's an external threat. Maybe it's not an external threat. Maybe it's an internal threat. Maybe we're about to get rug pulled and they just want to let you think that, or precondition you for that and blame someone else, that doesn't look like you. That's always a good one. But there's a lot of messaging in it, the t-shirts, the symbols. There's interesting movie. I mean, it's worth a watch just from the standpoint. It's like watching the nightly news. You watch the nightly news kind of for the preconditioning and the programming that they want to give you. It's a program. Notice TV program. Program you. It's right in front of you, right in front of your face. So maybe go take a look at that. There's some people doing deep dives on it, finding QR codes, over Kentucky and, when they zoom in on one of the maps. Interesting stuff embedded there. It's worth a deeper analysis to kind of see what these psychopaths are thinking, what these vampires want to roll out on you. But again, ultimately, there's a point in the movie where we as people make a choice. We can make a choice to be divided and alienated and pitted against each other, self-inflicted, in a self-inflicted way. I mean, we could make that choice, and that's where they want us. They want us divided rather than trying to help each other. So do you get to a point where you just isolate yourself, alienate yourself, and say, I'm just protecting my own? Or do you try to form a network of people, a community, and help each other? That's what it comes down to. No man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. So, interesting movie. Saw that. A lot of things happening in the crypto markets. It looks like a lot of the banks are kind of ramping things up, getting ready to go. I get that feeling that, we're close to something. I don't know if it's the ETF, whatever it is. I think it's all going to happen at once. Don't know when that's going to be. Probably going to be before May of next year, so they can open the floodgates and just let it go. Like any asset, see, I look at cryptocurrency as money. I want money outside the system. I believe in the Satoshi white paper, and like a lot of people, I want a peer-to-peer electronic currency that works outside of a financial institution, outside of a government. I want digital silver. I want something I can transact with. That's why I like Litecoin. That's why I like Digibyte. I mean, those coins fulfill that. You can transact with them. I don't even go into the Bitcoin experience that I had within the last week, trying to help somebody purchase something with Bitcoin through BitPay. Not the most pleasant experience, let's just say that. From what BitPay requires to the hoops you have to jump through with them to the slowness of the Bitcoin network. And every time, see, I don't use Bitcoin anymore because I've gotten to the point where I don't need the aggravation. I don't need the frustration. So I eliminate those things from my life. If you have something that is a burden to you, if you have people who are vampiring you, who are sucking your energy, who are making life more difficult for you, you don't need to be around them. Choose not to put yourself in that position where you have to interact with them. Do everything you can to not let them be a part of your existence. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. You're only here so long. It's not worth someone just being a vampire. I mean, really, just doing things that just disrupt your world. Why do you have to allow that? You don't need to. And that's how I am with Bitcoin. It is a disruption and aggravation to my world every time I try to use it. Now, I'm not looking at it as a long-term store of value where win Moon, win Lambo, win this, win that. No, I want something that works now. I want money that works now, because if we do have a scenario where banks aren't really working and you do need a method of exchange, and we do still have a digital system, if we don't, that's a whole nother issue, and then Bitcoin doesn't matter, and Litecoin doesn't matter, and Digibyte doesn't matter. If everything collapses in the digital framework, then you better have something that really matters. But I want something that works right now. I don't want to wait for something that's going to work in the future, or the promise that it's going to work. Hey, we're going to have this implemented, and it's going to be just use this. Just wait, hodl, wait. I don't want to wait. If I want to spend my money, I want to spend it now. It's my money and I want to spend it now. Go J.G. Wentworth. It's my money. I don't, and that to me is what the craziest thing. I know you're getting anxious. You want to get out. All right, we're going to wrap this up. But that's the most frustrating to me right now. Thing to me right now is I want money that works in the digital framework, that I can hold in my own possession, that no intermediaries, and I can send peer to peer. I want to be able to do that. And I don't want to get jacked every time and hijacked and robbed every time I try and do it. And every time I have used Bitcoin in the past, that's how it feels. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Hey. And so I don't use it. And so I was helping somebody else use it, and it just reminded me how frustrating it is to make a payment with it, especially through a processor like BitPay. And it's just, there's so many things wrong with the whole thing, and it's upsetting. And so I eliminate that from my life. But sometimes I get dragged into it because other people need help, and that's okay. I get it. Hopefully people who start to use Bitcoin, like I did, and I know a lot of other people, same way, they start using it rather than just talking about it and saying, oh, look at the price. Oh, yeah, look what I have. Look what I have. Go try and use it. Go try to use it. It is very frustrating, especially if you have to use it every day. Very frustrating. You get robbed. I mean, it's going to get worse as more people come on board. But again, the big players do not care about that. They don't care about transaction fees. They are fine with leaving the little guy out and letting them get eaten up by transaction fees, and everything that they've saved gets destroyed. But anyway, I'll rant on that too much. I mean, if you like Bitcoin, you like Bitcoin. I just don't like using it. I just don't, because of personal experience. I do like to use Litecoin. I do like to use Digibyte. Those things actually work. Low fees, very quick. I never have to worry about it. It reduces all the aggravation, and that's worth something. Taking headaches out of your life and not having to worry about something, it's a very valuable thing to have. And I have that when I use Litecoin and Digibyte. All right. Hope you have a wonderful day today. The dogs, I got to take care of these babies. That's more important than anything right now. Let's take care of the babies. Can't put a price on that, can we? No. Hash it out today at 4 p.m. Central Time on Blind Dave's YouTube channel. Oh, I get kisses. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Blind Dave's YouTube channel. It's going to the dogs, baby. 4 o'clock Central Time. Blind Dave, there's a link below. And then don't forget tomorrow, happy hour, 4 o'clock. The lovely Litecoin Lisa's YouTube channel. Link below. And don't put too much stock in these movies. I mean, all they're trying to do is precondition you to things. They want to roll it out. Doesn't mean it has to be so. If I hadn't watched that movie, none of this would be in my head. Therefore, I would be living the life that I want to manifest rather than have all this garbage and bouncing around in my head. And that's what they want to do. They want to put all this information in your head to make you think that it's going to happen and get an emotional response out of you. And anytime you have an emotional response, your organs are affected, your heart might get affected, your blood pressure, all these things. That's what they want. While they sit on their in their Martha's Vineyard mansions, laughing at you while their chef dies and drowns in water when he could swim. Imagine. So, hope you have a wonderful day. Trust yourselves. Don't worry about the noise. Manifest the reality you want to see. And if enough of us do that, then we change the world. It's just that simple. All right. Love you all. Trust yourselves. Never trust the vampires. Hope to see you on Hash It Out today at 4. All right. Have a wonderful Thursday.